This is Help with Special Right Triangles, and in this video we're going to look at 30, 60, 90 triangles. 30, 60, 90 triangles, all the sides are labeled the same. Across from 30 is just a. Across from 60 is a times the square root of 3. And across from 90 is 2 times a. So we're going to look at this first problem. I'm given the side across from the 90 degrees. If I look back at my chart, that's the 2a side. So now I'm going to solve and get a by itself. So we're going to divide both sides by 2, and a equals 9. So now I'm going to use that to label the other sides. Across from 30 is just the a term. I know now that a equals 9, so I'm going to label that side with a length of 9. Across from 60 degrees is a times the square root of 3. I'm going to replace the a with a 9, so this length is 9 times the square root of 3. So I'm done with the first problem. Looking at the second problem, I now have the side across from 60. The side across from 60 is a times the square root of 3. So I set that equal to 18. And now I need to solve to figure out what a is. So in this case, I'm going to need a little extra space. I'm going to rewrite it down here. A times the square root of 3 equals 18. I just flipped everything around. In order to get a by itself, I need to divide both sides by the square root of 3. So my terms cancel out, and I'm just left with an a. And on this other side, I'm left with 18 over the square root of 3. Now, we can't have a square root in the denominator, so we need to rationalize the fraction by multiplying numerator and denominator with the square root that's in the denominator. So 18 times the square root of 3 is 18 root 3. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is the square root of 9. Square root of 9 is a positive 3. I cannot simplify the numerator anymore. If I look at my fraction, 18 divided by 3 simplifies to be 6, so a equals 6 times the square root of 3. So now I can go back to my triangle and label the other sides. Across from 30, I know is the a side, so this is just 6 times the square root of 3. Across from 90 is the 2a side. So 2 times 6 times the square root of 3. I can multiply 2 times 6 and get 12 times the square root of 3, which is the length of the side across from 90 degrees. Now my last one, a little bit easier. I have the side across from 30, which is 4 times the square root of 6. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. So I know the side across from 30 is a, and I set a equal to 4 times the square root of 6. From here, I go through and plug it in to the other sides. So across from 60 is usually a times the square root of 3. So now I replace a with 4 times the square root of 6 times the square root of 3. 4 I cannot multiply with anything, or you could multiply it with a 1. So you just have 4 on the outside. Square root of 6 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 18. Check to make sure that you can simplify the square root of 18. So I have 2 and 9, 3 and 3. pair of 3's come out. So this becomes 4 times 3 times the square root. 2 is the only thing left over. So the square root of 2. 4 times 3 is 12 times the square root of 2. So the side across from 60 becomes 12 root 2, or is 12 root 2. Side across from 90 is 2 times a, so I replace a with 4 times the square root of 6. 2 times 4 is 8 times the square root of 6. I cannot break the square root of 6 down, so the side across from 90 degrees is 8 times the square root of 6.